That's right, if you didn't guess. I'm standing outside Wynyard Station. It's HW here with another walk around Sydney CBD. I'm going to do something a bit different today. I'm not going to walk straight out onto George Street. I'm going to walk through one of the shopping centres that's connected to Wynyard Station, which is called the Met Centre. And I'll walk in there. So just came out of the turnstiles at Wynyard Station, and here's the entrance to the Met Centre next to the McDonald's. So I thought I'd get through there, see the hordes out for lunch, see who we can capture on film, and the shopping centre as we walk through, and then I'll get out onto George Street, make my way up George Street, walk in a bit of a straight line for a while, and then zigzag in and out of a few places, maybe Australia Square, have a look at the old Summit building and a few other places, and then we'll finish up later when I meet my mate for nectar. So I don't know how you're suited for the rest of the world with back to work and back to the office, but it seems to be in Australia, especially Sydney, they're sort of trialling having people back at work, you know, 1 or 2 days in the office. I think they'd be keen to have people back 3 days, but at the moment most people are like 1 to 2 days. So there's a fair few people getting around today, being a Thursday. There's a supermarket down there, Woolworths Metro. Which way do I go? I'll keep walking this way. I know Jamison Street connects with George Street, so we'll go this way. For that subscriber that likes the pharmacies, there's another Priceline pharmacy. It's a bit of pharmacy porn for that person. Get excited about the pharmaceuticals that are available in Priceline. A few gift stores around. Look at all that Halloween stuff on the ceiling. Been noticing this year a lot more Halloween stuff in some of the main grocery stores and, you know, stores like Kmart and stuff like that. For you people overseas, Halloween's not a big thing in Australia. We've never really observed it. From a religious point of view, obviously we know about All Saints Day and All Souls Day and stuff like that. We've never really been into the trick-or-treating or anything like that. It's only been in the last, I guess, couple of decades that new Irish immigrants coming into Australia, and possibly some North Americans as well, have sort of tried to introduce it into Australia. And of course a lot of the here's Jamison Street, and of course a lot of the retail outlets around here are obviously all too keen to add another holiday shopping opportunity into the mix with all of the Halloween paraphernalia and costumes and candy and all the rest of it. So there you go, that's the history of Halloween in Australia. Here's the old Summit building at Australia Square. I think it's the Summit building, I hope I'm right. But it always traditionally had a revolving restaurant up the top, but it's not called the Summit anymore. I believe it's called the O-Bar. So you can get in there and get your cocktails and have a nice dining experience as well. I hope that the restaurant still revolves around. Being called an O-Bar, you'd probably think that it does. Oh, yeah, let's sneak down into Australia Square and have a look at the food court, eh? Yeah, look at this. Look at the people lining up for the grub. So sushi joint over there. Fish and chip shop and sandwiches. Sandwich shop. There's a fair few people in here in Australia Square in the food court, getting into the bush tucker. Some people getting into the booze. Thursday afternoon, to be expected. Look at all the people at the pub here, packed. Underneath the building in Australia Square now, the main office tower, the telltale legs, V-shaped legs down the bottom. And here we are on Pitt Street. There's the Radisson Hotel directly in front of us. It's a nice old building, the Radisson Hotel. Been in there a couple of times for demo sessions, little training sessions and stuff like that back in the day. Yeah, hey, look, Thursday definitely seems to be the day to come into the city. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned, because it was indoors before, obviously it's another miserable day in Sydney today, very grey, been raining on and off. So the La Nina weather system's still killing us down here. But I read in the paper today, they're talking about it starting to peter out sometime late November. So any of you that are coming back to see family around Christmas time, you might be in luck. The rain might have stopped by then. You might get to enjoy yourself a nice Australian summer. Here's Hunter Street. George Street up the top there, where you can see the light rail going past the intersection. Film some of these buildings heading up the road for you. There's the sort of curvature on the Radisson Hotel there on the corner. This is a back entrance to the Hunter Street connection up here. I've filmed that before. That's where all the little Asian takeaway joints are. As per usual, it's a lunchtime, so I'm starving. Thinking I might get in there and get a Vietnamese pork roll or something, but there's a lot of people about. And I've got to draw some coin out first. So that's the entrance, the back entrance to the Hunter Street connection there. Might keep walking until I come across the these days very rare ATM. Have to walk on the cycle track here because the builders have got the footpath cut off on the right side of me. So again, still walking up Pitt Street. Oh, there's CX Computer Store there. Been in there a few times to get computer parts back in the day. Shout out to Bob. His uncle owns that joint. Just passed by another Priceline pharmacy. There's the Angel Hotel there on the corner, which signifies the start of Angel Place. I remember one night I was there with some work colleagues and a bunch of them were absolutely blind and the bouncer wouldn't let them in, and it was quite hilarious watching them try to talk their way past the bouncer into the Angel Hotel. Brings back some memories. Oh, here we go. Here's an ANZ Bank. Maybe I can get some coin out of an ATM there. Oh yeah, there's an ATM in there. So let me get in there and get some cash out, and then I'll restart the vid in a second. Alright, got my coin out of the ATM machine. Head back to the Hunter Street connection now. Grab that goddamn pork roll. Or actually I should say barbecue pork roll. What's this joint over here? Joe and the Juice. I've never been in there. What's that? Is that a bar or a cafe or what? I don't know. Looks like it might be a bit of a bar.
I've got those stock, but
That's over the cycleway again. You take this cycleway, you can take this cycleway all the way down Pitt Street to Circular Quay down the bottom down there. Guy had a dress on with all these lightsabers on there. Lightsabers, I should say, from Star Wars. That was an interesting get-up. Right, you're going to come with me while I order my pork roll in the Hunter Street connection. You don't like that? Too bad. Oh look, they've got some here. I've never tried this joint. Maybe I should try out Destination Roll. I'll see what it looks like first. I'll think about it. I'll go to my usual joint first. Looked a bit sloppy, that one. Still, definitely a lot more action in the city compared to the other days that I've been in here. Thursday might have to be the new day to come in filming if I come into the city, eh? Here it is. This place here is usually where I get my pork roll from. So let's get into it. What's it called? Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'm hopeless with Vietnamese names.
Please. Thank you.
Hey, can I get a barbecue pork roll with chili? Takeaway, thanks. I'll give you cash. Thank you. Thank you. crispy chicken, please.
Yeah.
And a can of drink.
Which drink?
Coke, please. You have a little bit of cheese.
This one barbecue.
Thank you.
No chocolate cooker.
Can I have one chili soy, please?
Soy and chili on the table.
Okay. Thank you. Secured my barbecue pork roll. Might go and eat it in Martin Place. What do you reckon? I had to grab a bunch of tissues there because it's going to be quite sloppy. Did you guys see you put any chili on? I missed that. I had the camera on there, so hopefully when I look back I can see some chili going onto that roll. If there's not, I'll be blowing up deluxe. I notice as I'm walking through there's quite a few examples of young, what I call office fodder, walking along. And I don't mean anything disparaging by that. I just mean, you know, they're new workers, right? They're young and they're getting into the office for the first time. Poor buggers. Probably getting shit pay and having to do long hours. Starting to sprinkle with rain right now, so I was hoping I could sit down in Martin Place and demolish this pork roll before I meet up with my mate at the Nectar joint for the obligatory HW coffee. I just had a look at that Joe the Juice as I walked past. It's just a cafe. So, not a bar or hotel like I thought. There across the road there where that lady with the pink jacket around her arms walking, there's the famous fountain, eh? From the Matrix film. Filmed that before. Oh, look at this, they've got a nice little floral arrangement in Martin Place. Look. I'm sure something to do with spring, some sort of spring floral arrangement for us to all enjoy. Looks like a lot of the chairs are taking, so it looks like I might have to sit on the stairs of the old GPO building, which is now the Fullerton Hotel. As the clock chimes, I can't see the clock, but it must be what is it by now? It must be around 1 o'clock. I have to check my time now to confirm that. No, completely wrong. It's 1:45 or 1:45. So where can I sit? These. Oh, this will do. So I'll just leave the camera rolling while I have my pork roll, and I'll show you it as before I smash it. Point that over towards the Anzac Shrine over there. See who we can capture walking past. You know what? Just opened the pork roll and she's dudded me. I can't see any chilli on there. Oh no, actually, I lie. There are bits of chilli on there. Not red chilli, the green one. I usually prefer the red one, but anyway, I'll give you a quick look at the pork roll. There you go. What do you reckon? It's nice, delicious vegetables on there. Chili, the pork, onion, lettuce, cabbage, all different stuff. And the obligatory Vietnamese sauce over the top. Let's put this microphone down so you don't have to listen to me munching into the roll. So that might be enough of filming Martin Place for now. I'll finish off this roll and then I'll take a walk through the MLC Centre and you can have a look at the hordes demolishing all of the food in there. Then I'll shut off the camera, meet up with my mate and start rolling again when we've got our delicious nectars on the table. So see you soon. Hey, I just spotted as I walked past that the staircase here was open again on the back of the Fullerton Hotel or the old GPO. You might recognise this archway here. This is from the film The Matrix. This is the Deja Vu scene. Yeah.
I can't get back into the hotel.
I'll just come down here. Just get past this and then you'll be able to go into the hotel that way. Yes, as I was saying, this archway right here, this is where the black cat passes. And Neo notices it. And then the rest of the team are up this staircase here. So yeah, at the back of the Fullerton Hotel, the Matrix Deja Vu scene. This is where it happened. So finally I've been able to do it because last time I came past it was all locked up for COVID. So let's get going. As I said, we'll go into the MLC Centre now. Do I get extra brownie points for helping that lady who was lost, trying to get back into the hotel as well? I hope so. I hope that brings me good luck. There's the fountain again. A lot of these big buildings in Martin Place, like this one just here, this used to be the Commonwealth Bank of Australia building here. So there was a bank branch in there. We could come in and deposit and do your checking accounts and all the rest of it. And there's a few more buildings in Martin Place like that as well, but now they've all been converted into retail outlets. The days of walking into your bank branch are long gone. That was another bank on that corner over there. That's long since been turned into, looks like a Rolex store now on the corner. So yeah, look, let's quickly get through the MLC Centre, and there's the MLC Tower there. Underneath it is another food court, which we like to call a pig trough, because that's where the animals gather to gorge on food, right? Yeah, look, typical food court. Heaps of food outlets abound in here. It's one of those Mexican joints that I filmed before. Delightful schnitzel sandwiches you can buy over here. Simply called the Snits. There you can grab yourself a kebab over there. Eat Istanbul. Delicious. See if I can get up this escalator. Yeah, so the rest of the underneath part of the MLC Centre here, there's like news agents and hairdressers and nail salons and all the rest of it. Okay, oh, there's the back of the theatre there, the Theatre Royal. I wanted to come up here because I wanted to see if the coffee shop that I used to go to was still open. Doesn't look like it. It looks like this is shut off for the new metro station and the new arcades and stuff that they're going to build off that. But let's have a look anyway. Oh yeah, there's a bar here now. Oh, this, we're actually inside the Theatre Royal now.
It was alright earlier. Superintendent Lockwood got.
Let's see if oh yeah, here we go. Here's the stairs to the Theatre Royal. Let's get down this way, eh? HW stumbling into the Theatre Royal. There's the entrance to the theatres down there. What have they got playing at the moment? Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap. That's the latest production. Yeah, as I said in a previous video, when you are in there watching a play, the only thing that spoils it is Martin Place Station is like directly underneath it. So you do hear the trains rumble underneath when you're in there watching a show. So here we are out on King Street now. I'll do a quick look up the Pitt St Mall to see how many shoppers are around. And then I'll get on the blower to my mate and work out what next joint we're going to go to today. I'm going to have to try to find something different. Might even go up into that sneaky JP Morgan Tower one. So there we go, look up Pitt St Mall, plenty of people out shopping and going in between meetings and heading off to food courts, as HW likes to call them, pig troughs, to get their lunch. So yeah, hang around, we'll go and get a nectar now. So this is the place we've found, it's called 77 King Street, to have a nectar. That's the escalators above the Rebel Sports Store there. Oh no, it's not. It's called Sevens. Sevens Coffee House and Eatery. There's the sign there. And here's what it looks like. A delightful kitchen in there. Got some stuff on the board there. Some toasties and focaccias. And they got their, oh look, they serve owner coffee. That's a coffee roaster from originally from Canberra, and that guy actually won best barista in the world a number of times. I think he might be from Croatia. So yeah, it's called Sevens, and it's at 77 King Street. We've got some nice tables outside and some tables here, so I'll whack the film back on when the coffee arrives. Alright, here we are in the delightful Sevens Specialty Coffee at 77 King Street. And my delightful flat white's just arrived. Look at that latte art, look at that delightful swan. And my buddy's got himself a piccolo over there. His pattern's not so good, so I've definitely been the winner here. So yeah, Sevens Specialty Coffee, King Street, right next to the Apple store, above the Rebel sportswear store. So let me get into this nectar, and I'll take this opportunity to say, oh no, bugger it, let's keep the film rolling. I'll turn the camera back on when I'm heading back over the North Shore. See you soon. Alright, there's 77 King Street there. I've just finished nectar with my buddy. So there's the coffee shop, the bloody bus comes past at the bottom there. 7 Specialty Coffee. That was quite delightful. I recommend that. So again, there's the Apple store just there. So on the corner of King and George is the delightful 7 Specialty Coffee. So there's another one for you to write down on your list when you come visit Sydney. So now I'll get about getting back to Wynyard Station, getting on the train and getting back to North Sydney. So I'll leave it roll for a little bit, see if we can catch a little bit more action before I get back to my cubicle of slavery for the day. Tell you what, just quietly, I'm not going to be making a habit of coming into the office. It's only going to be one day here and there, and on a blue moon. There's the tram heading out to South's Juniors at Kingsford. Great old club, South's Juniors. Used to be the at one point, before the casinos started coming into Australia and proliferate through Asia as well, used to have the most poker machines or slot machines for the Yanks in the whole of the Southern Hemisphere. Old South Juniors. But yeah, since the casinos opened up in Australia, that's been dwarfed now. But yeah, fancy a little RSL style club like that having the most poker / slot machines in the world. I think this is called Barrack Road or Barrack Lane, this one here. There used to be where that sandstone is up there, I'll point to it. There used to be one of those little Vienna sandwich shops there, but that's long gone. Now we've got the light rail heading down to Circular Quay. There's another one of those old buildings that used to be a bank. Bank of New South Wales in there. I don't know what it is now. I'll bugger it. Shall we have a look? Maybe this one is still a bank. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. It's actually still a bank, this one. So yeah, look at there. There's the old teller windows. So it's still a Westpac bench. Tongue twisted. Still a Westpac branch. Let's try again. Bloody hell. Still a Westpac bank branch. Say that really quickly. Westpac bank branch. So Westpac used to be named the Bank of New South Wales. That's why the insignia was on the outside of the building there. Here's another little alleyway or small road. There's a few cafes in there. So yeah, as we look at the Wynyard Station light rail platform over there, I'll thank you for following me around for another journey around the Sydney CBD. Hope you enjoyed the nectar and the little skirt around the various food courts. Haven't asked for this for a while, but it's been slowing down a bit. Can you like, comment and subscribe if you get a chance? That'd be appreciated. It'll give me the encouragement to keep going. So yeah, on a grey and miserable day in Sydney, I'll say goodbye to you. The video is over.